Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll run the option. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Down here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the tailback. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Braxton. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabs it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can sniff it. You can smell it in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot. You've got the athletes to go execute. Just dial it up.
Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. The give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Yeah, and on 3rd and goal, they're saying, hey, we're still going to try to power this football and run it. Obviously haven't had success. Now getting to 4th and goal. Now it's a situation, do I kick the field goal? Do I feel comfortable running the football? Or do I need to throw this thing?
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Looking to pass. It's Braxton. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Line gets set, 1st down. They go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. Give to the running back. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the game score.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Brown wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Lowers those pads. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Got his man. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They'll line up for a second down play. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
First down for the offense.
And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Might as well give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Brown will throw it. He's right on target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Braxton. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Chapman. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Using his feet, just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Spartans. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
That makes the score San Jose State 7, Marshall 0.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense makes its way back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
1st and 10. To the air, it's Braxton. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
You know, sometimes when you're thrown against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He's going to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Big 1st down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Turner. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
To the ground with the back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Quick pass on the jet motion. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This is a designed run. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. He got it.
That makes the score San Jose State 7, Marshall 3.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
San Jose State, 7, Marshall, 3.
The Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. It's a reverse. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up. Hand him the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. The give to the back. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Looks as if he's going to run it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. With the catch, it's Harris. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for room. It's Turner. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Marshall.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the 1st down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man quickly. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Braxton. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! They take the lead with the 6. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than...
Oh, the ball's out! And the defense has it there going the other way. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Marshall 10, San Jose State 7.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Brown wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
On second down, he'll fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking downfield, it's Braxton. He's taking the shot. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Wide out in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Power football with the run. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Brown will throw it. He looks that one in nicely.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
Field goal is good. And we are all tied up here in the waning moments.
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT, or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind...
He's loose. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. They'll give it to him again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
At the 49-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
At the 42-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Tackle is made after the 1st down. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Turner. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, San Jose State.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Marshall.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this will be for the win. From 39 yards out, the game-winning field goal. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.